Welcome to Crochet Therapy. This is our episode 2 in the Absolute Beginner Crochet series. My name is Barbara and I'm your host. In episode 2, we will do a real quick recap on a couple things from episode 1. We will learn how to do the foundation row and what that is. We'll learn how to do the single crochet, how we turn our work, and also how to finish off. So let's begin. A recap of last episode, we're going to do a slip knot. To do a slip knot, we just hold the tail end of our yarn between our fingers, and we wrap once and then twice. We make a little X, and then we take our crochet hook and we slip under that first piece of yarn and hook the second piece, and there we have a slip knot. If you need a little bit more tutorial on this, go back to episode 1 and take a look at that again. Now we're going to do a chain, and in order to do a chain, we wrap our yarn, we do yarn over, pull through the loop, yarn over, and pull through the loop, and I'm doing this very quickly. This is something that we learned in episode 1. So we have our chain, and you can see that our chain has a series of V's, and that is what we're always going to pay attention to with our crochet. When we are doing our foundation row, and our foundation row is the first row of our work. And as in any piece of work that we do, or any building that's built, the foundation is primary. It is the first thing that we have to take care of and build correctly in order for our project to work correctly. So when we do a single crochet, you'll see that we have the yarn on the hook, and then we have the first chain right here and the second chain. What we're going to do with a single crochet, we always, in the foundation row, skip that first chain and put our hook into the second chain on the loop. So we put that in the second chain on the loop, and we yarn over and pull through, and then we're going to pull down on our work a little bit, and then we yarn over and we pull through 2. We're going to put our hook into the chain, yarn over, pull through that chain. For some reason we're getting a little bit of fraying there, and then we're going to pull over and pull through both of those loops. We're going to put our hook into the chain, we're going to yarn over and pull through the loop. We have 2 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. Okay, our hook goes in the chain, yarn over, pull through the chain. We have 2 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through both of those loops. And as I am doing the single crochet, you will notice that I'm holding my work. Do you remember last time how I said that I hold my work with my thumb and my middle finger? And so last time I was just holding the chain as I chained, but this time I'm actually holding the bottom of the work because I want that work to be stable as I crochet. And I move it over a little bit. As I move my work over, as I start working these other chains, I move that over. So I'm going to hold that. I have 2 loops on the hook. I'm going to yarn over and pull through. I'm just going to let you watch me as I crochet. I'll try to go slow and do this in a way that is easy for you to see. Let me get a little bit closer. Okay, so here is that loop. I'm going to put the hook in that chain, yarn over, pull through the loop of the chain, yarn over, and pull through those 2 loops. And as you can see, I am building my first row of single crochet. I'm going to work my way to the end. And when I get to the end, we're going to turn our work, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, now this right here is our slip knot right here. So that is the end of our row. That's the last loop. When we do single crochet, when we get to the end of the row, we always chain 1, and then we turn our work, and this right here is the chain, and this right here is the first stitch that we want to go through. So do you see that that's a V? We'll take our hook and we'll go through that. Can you see that? And then we'll yarn over and pull through that stitch. We have 2 loops on our hook. Pull through, yarn over, and pull through both of those loops. I feel like I'm in the dark here. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to go through that stitch, yarn over, pull through. And when we go through this stitch, we are actually going to go through both loops on that stitch, the whole V. So the whole V gets on that stitch. Okay, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through. Put your hook through both loops on that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through. And that is how we do the single crochet. When I taught myself all the different stitches, because when I was young, my Aunt Becky taught me how to crochet when I was about 8 years old. She came to visit. Well, she lived in North Carolina, and she brought me a hook and some yarn, and she taught me how to do the chain, and she taught me how to do the single crochet, I believe. And then she went back home, and so I crocheted, and I kind of taught myself all these little tricks and things, but not necessarily the right way. So when I was crocheting, I didn't know to go through both pieces of the chain, both loops of that V. I thought I was only supposed to go through one, so that's what I did. I went through the front loop, which is the one closest to me, and that's how I crocheted all of my work. And well, that makes your work look a little bit different, and we'll learn about that later. So we're at the end of this row, and that's what it looks like. And we're going to finish off. So when you finish off, we know that when we turn, we chain 1, and then we ignore that chain and we go into the first stitch right there. And that first stitch is always really easy because I don't know if you can see, but there's a little hole right there. I don't know if you can see that right there. There's a little hole. So it's always easy for me to find the first stitch because I always look for that hole. But we're going to learn also how to finish off. So I'm going to do one more row really fast while you watch. Work with me at the same time. If you need to pause the video and practice a little bit, that's fine. If you need to slow down the video, that's fine too. Okay, so when we're at the end of our row, when we're at the end of our project and we need to finish off, this is how we finish off. So we have our yarn on our hook, we do a single crochet, and then we take our scissors and we cut, and then we pull the yarn through and we give a little tug, and that tug will do a knot just similar to the knot at the beginning. And then what we'll do is we will weave our ends in, and I'll show you how to do that at a later time on another episode. We'll weave our ends in to hide our work and to finish off.